Jefferson's draft was revised by the Continental Congress. Congress deleted 630 words and added 146. One of the major revisions was in the deletion of one of his attacks upon the king in Section 3. In it, Jefferson's original draft, he accused the king of introducing the evils of slavery into the colonies. And not even a Congress that hated King George III could honestly agree to pin that one on him. What do you think this suggests about the attitudes towards slavery at this time? Very interesting. And Jefferson thought that Congress had mangled his manuscript, and that posterity, however, thinks otherwise. Jefferson was really concerned that his entire work had been destroyed by the hackery of committee. In the end, what did the Declaration really declare? Some historians, as I said, have asked this question and come up with conflicting opinions. Of course, eggheads never agree. One leading interpretation was that it didn't really declare anything that people didn't already know. I can disagree here. I think it's the first time that all of these ideas, if this was indeed a war of ideas, were synthesized into a short document of essential principles and indictments. It is the ultimate application of Enlightenment thought in method, argument, and content. It was a unifying document that made the struggle a collective effort. Today, it helps us popularly understand what our country is supposed to be. Some people have said that American citizenship is a civic religion of sorts. If this is the case, then the Declaration is our Nicene Creed. We believe in those essential principles. Now, perhaps I'm too sentimental, so what do you think the Declaration declared? In conclusion, it also leads us to the question of, was this a war of ideas? We have seen how a series of ideas and preconceptions about rights and the nature of government has guided the independence movement. We've seen that the violations affected all classes of people. Perhaps historian Bernard Bailyn was right. The American Revolution was indeed a war of ideas. Now, one of the questions we will examine throughout the rest of this unit is whether or not this was a radical revolution. Did this revolution of ideas radically alter American society? And let's once again go back to our definition of revolution from M.N. Hagopian in his Phenomenon of Revolution. He says, a revolution is an acute, prolonged crisis in one or more of the traditional systems of stratification, class, status, power, of a political community, which involves a purposive, elite-directed attempt to abolish or reconstruct one or more of the said systems by means of an intensification of political power and recourse to violence. Our revolution of ideas fulfills our definition. It was elite-directed. It was an attempt to reconstruct the said systems by means of intensification of political power and finally violence.